अग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तिशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 13th chapter, beginning from verse number 30?
I think it was 29.
29. So we're reading the appearance of Lord Varahadev, and he came out from the nostril of Brahma, and then he became big in size, and Brahma was wondering who he was along with his sons. And then finally he understood that he is the Lord himself. And then they prayed to him, and Lord made the sound, and then he jumped into the water to search the earth. So now it is described here in this particular verse that when he jumped, then it was as if the ocean was troubled. So he says, Savajrakutanga nipata vega vishirna kukshi stanayad udanvan Vatsrishta dirghormi bhujairi vartas chakro sayagyeshwara pahimeti. So his body was like a big mountain, and when it jumped into that, it was as if he has torn apart the belly of the ocean. And there was splash of water, and there was big sound, Staniyam Udanvan, and the ocean spoke because his belly was torn. So he was crying. Srishta Dirghormi Bhujairi Varta. So there were very big waves, and these waves are compared like to his arms. And if he is raising his arms, long arms, and he is crying, and he is saying, "Oh Yageshwara, please protect me." So this is a poetic explanation. Poets are very imaginative. So they can imagine things which normal person does not see. So this water splashing in the ocean, no one sees it like arms, and there was a sound. So it was as if the ocean was crying and saying that please protect me. Of course, ocean is also a person, and it is also possible that he was crying, because ocean is also person. We know from the story of Ramayana that when Lord Ramchandra he wanted to cross the ocean and ocean was not giving water, then he got angry and then ocean came as a personified. So every ocean also has a personality behind it. So we can also see that maybe that ocean was crying to the Lord that please protect me. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur he comments, Tadanintanam samudra dhvanim utprekshate vajrakuto vajrmaya. So at that time when Lord Varahadev jumped into the ocean, there was a big sound, and he is making an utpreksha. This is also type of alankar, means making conjecture, comparing one thing to another which is not really like that. So that is called utpreksha. So Vajrakuto Vajramaya Parvata Tadvad Anga. His body was like stone, big mountain, not only in size but also hard. And therefore, Yad Bhagavatas Tasya Nipata Vegena Vishirna Kuksiriyasya. So he fell with a very great speed because he was coming from the higher planetary system going all the way down. So there was a huge splash. So this was compared as if the belly of the ocean was torn. Udanvan Swaprana Tyaga Sankayariva Artha. So ocean became fearful that he is going to die. Such a big thing has fallen into it. So he was shouting loudly or crying. Utsrishta prasarita dirgha urmaya eva bhujastai. And there was big waves because two sides the water was splashing up. So these are compared like the two arms, as if he was raising the arms for help. Hey Yajneshwara ma mam pahi iti chukras. He was saying loudly that, oh Yajneshwara, please protect me, don't kill me. This is how it appeared. Then after entering the ocean, what did he do? Says Kurai Kshuraprai Rudayanstadapa Utparaparam Triparu Rasayam Dadarsa Gam Tatra Susupsuragre Yam Jivadhanim Swayam Vedatta. Then he was cleaving the water with his hoofs, which were sharp like a blade. This instrument he used for gardening. It's called Kshurapra in Sanskrit. So his hoofs were sharp like that. And Utparaparam, he went to the other end of this unfathomable ocean. The ocean was so big that it was like impossible to cross it, but he went to the other side. And he is called here as Triparu, means he has three parvas or personification of sacrifice. And there he saw the earth lying down. Dadarsa gam tatra susupsuragre yam jivadhanim swayam abhyadatta. So susupsu means desiring to sleep, and agre means before or after. So it can have two meanings. And when Lord wanted to sleep at the end of the previous kalpa, the day of Brahma, then he took the earth inside him. Or it means that Varahadev, he saw the earth and then he thought that I am going to sleep on the earth later on. So Susupsu. And he uplifted Swayam Abhyadatta Jivadhani. So the earth is called here the support of life, Jivadhani. Dhani means support and Jiva means life. So which is the support of all life that Lord has taken inside. Shuraprai Astra Vishesai Riva Khuraistada Apo Jalani Darayan. He was parting the water with his hoofs, which were sharp like a weapon. Utparanam Parsunyanam Apiyapam Param Avsanam Yatha Syat Tatha. Although the ocean seems like that it has no end, but still he reached to the end of it. Tatha Daryan Trini Parunsi Savanatmakani Parvani Yasya Yagya Murti. So he is called Triparu, means he has three savana type of sacrifice, which means personification of sacrifice. Rasayam Rasatalo Lakshite Patalatale Garbhode. And then he reached the bottom of Patal Loka, which is indicated by the word Rasatala, because below Rasatal is Patal. So Rasatal signifies here Patal. And ultimately he says that it means the Garbhodak ocean. And the reason for that, he says that Ataladinam Saptanam eva bhu vivratvena Prithvitvat Rasatale Tasya Sthiti Asambhavat. So again he repeats this, that these 7 planets, Atal, Vital, Sutal, Mahatal, Talatal, Patal, Rasatal, these are supposed to be below the earth as the description is given, but it says that they are inside the earth. And therefore it is not possible that earth could be submerged in Rasatal, because if Rasatal is within the earth, how can earth go inside? If this was below earth, then it could reach there. But he says that it is a bhuvivar, it is within the earth itself. So it is not possible that earth can fall into that. Then what is the meaning? So meaning therefore is that it refers to the Garbhodak ocean, which is at the bottom of the universe. And that's where earth was lying. So he is uplifting that from Garbhodak. Yaduktam Vishnu Dharme, and he is quoting a verse from Vishnu Dharma Purana. Patala Muleshwara Bhoga Sanghatav Vinyasya Padau Prithvim Cha Bibhrata Yasyopmanam Na Babhuva Sochito Mamastu Mangalya Vivriddhyari. It's a verse which says that somebody's prayer, that let Lord Hari be the source of or increase the auspiciousness for me, who is uncomparable to anything and who lifted the earth while Patal Muleshwara Bhoga Sanghatav Vinyasya Pada, when his feet were touching the Patal Muleshwara Bhoga. Now Bhoga can mean the body of snake. I don't know what other meaning can be, but it signifies that this Bhoga's body of snake was down, where Lord Mahavir, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu is sleeping, and then he reached there. That's where his feet were. So from this verse also it appears that the earth was uplifted from that place. That's why he is quoting this. Iti atrape salile swakhurakranta iti vakshati And later on also, in that 46th verse, it is said that Salile Svakurakranta Upadha Savitavanim, that he was bringing out the earth from the water. Salil. Now Rasatal is not going to be water, it is a planet. So the earth was brought from the water, and therefore it must be ocean. Gam Prithvim Dadarsha, he saw the earth. Tatra Garbhodhe Susupsu Susaishu Agre Dainandin Pralaya Bhavati iti Anva. So it says that in the Garbhodak ocean, the Lord desires to sleep at the end of the previous kalpa. Whenever there is pralaya or dissolution at the end of the day. Yam prithvim jiva dhanim jiva dhiyante asyamiti jiva dhanim abhyadatta swayam eva ved rupena uktavan. So he gives another meaning of jiva dhani here. Jiva dhani is called jiva dhani because it upholds the jivas, and therefore he has spoken, Lord has spoken of this as the form of Veda. Veda Rupena, or in the Vedas, earth is called Jivadhani. Veda Rupena, Jivadhani Abhyadatta. That in the Vedas, earth is described as Jivadhani, which supports life. That is the meaning. Now when he was uplifting the earth, then this demon came, Hiranyaksha, which will be described later on, a big fight. But in this particular verse, only a mention is made. It says, Tatrapi Datyam Gadaya Patantam Swadastra Udritta Mahim Nimagnam Sauthita Sanruruche Rasayaha Tatrapi Datyam Gadaya Patantam Sunava Sandipita Tivramanyu. So he was lifting the earth with one of his tusks. On the tusk he was holding it like a small ball, and he was coming up. But when he was coming up, then this person, Daitya, he came with a club and he stopped him. Tatrapi Daityam Gadya Patantam Sunabha Sandipita Tivramanyu. So Lord was appearing very beautiful in the form of bow, lifting the earth which was submerged in the Garbhodak ocean. And when he was lifting it up, then the Daitya came with a club to hit him. And Lord, he became angry. Sunabha Sandipita Tivra Manni. And his anger was heightened by Sudarshan Chakra, his disc. So Sunabha Sandipita, because Chakra was getting angry that how this club is coming to hit him, and this was increasing his anger. So this Daitya Jaghana Rundhanam Asahya Vikramam Saliliyebham Vigarad Ivambhasi Tad Rakta Pankankita Gandatundo Yatha Gajendro Jagati Vibhinda. So when he came and he stopped him, Rundhanam Asahya Vikramam Saliliya Ibham Vigarad Iva Ambhasi Jaghana. So then he killed him because he was stopping him from bringing the earth up. And he was very powerful, but he killed him just as a lion kills an elephant. Sometimes there is fight between lions and elephants in Indian forests. So lions are very powerful. Although they are small in size, an elephant is big, but they can kill an elephant. At least in Indian movies you can see. I've only seen a fight of lion and elephant in the movie. So they are very expert. They jump on the head of the lion and tear it. And elephant, what can he do? He is moving this way, that way. He is so heavy. He's trying to catch him with the trunk. It's very difficult. And lion jumps, he's very quick, and he has got the claws which are very sharp. You can really tear apart. So here it is described that Lord is that who protects people. Earth, as it was described, is called Jivadhani in the previous verse. Means the place of survival. Earth is that which supports life. And demoniac people are those who want to destroy earth. They will do activities to destroy it, whether by pollution. So all this pollution which people are causing, this is also demoniac, because it is killing people. So many species of life are getting killed. Air pollution, water pollution, all this warming. So this is destroying life on earth. And this is not pleasing to the Lord. Because Lord likes to see life progressing, surviving on earth. That everybody lives happily. So this is the significance, that he is trying to keep the earth in its own place, which was thrown out of its orbit by imbalance. So we are also causing imbalance to the earth now by our activities. And this is because people have become demoniac in nature. There is a story in the Upanishad that once the king of the demons and the king of the Devas, Indra and Virochana. Indra is the king of the Devas, the gods, and Virochana is the king of the Asuras, demonic people. They heard that there is a knowledge, and if you acquire that knowledge, then you know everything. Yasmin vigyate sarvam vigyatam bhavati. And they came to know that this knowledge is available with Brahma. So when the demons heard, then they told their leader, Virochan, that you please go and learn this knowledge and give to us, so we will become all knowledgeable. And the gods also, when they heard it, they appointed or deputed Indra that you go and study from Brahma. So they both approached Brahma to study. And just like these days, if you want to go and take admission in some college or university, then good universities, they have some restriction, not that anybody can be admitted to university. So you have to appear some test, some GRE or GMAT, TOEFL. So these exams, I don't know, at least in our time, that's what we have to write. So you have to write certain exam, and then only you are selected and you are admitted, not that everybody gets admission in the good university. So in India also there was a custom, if the student came to study, then teachers will not teach immediately. First they will test if the student is qualified. And because they were giving spiritual knowledge, so test was not of how much you know, but what is your character. Most important thing was the character. If the person has improper character and you give him knowledge, then he will misuse the knowledge. So they didn't want to give knowledge to an unqualified person. So So now we only test if the person has knowledge or brain to study that subject. We don't test the character. He may be taking drugs or drinking liquor or smoking. That doesn't matter. But if he has good IQ, can be admitted. So, but in olden days in India, most important thing was that how well behaved the person is. The rest is secondary. First, person should have a good character. He should be well behaved, because he has to live in the society. Now people are worried that if this Taliban group or Al-Qaeda group, if they get the knowledge how to make an atom bomb, nuclear bomb, so why are they worried? Because these people don't have good character. They can be dangerous. And if they get this knowledge, they will cause havoc. It's the same thing. Because this spiritual knowledge was very powerful. Along with it, many powers came to people by practicing it. It was not just theoretical thing, but teachers will make them realize. And they will become very powerful. So they could also do harm to society. And therefore first the character has to be tested. So they went, and when they went to Brahma, they said, okay, you have to live in the ashram. They lived in the ashram. And Brahma did not even ask them why they have come. So they lived for 32 years, eating khichdi every day. There was no pasta available and no bread. They did not have the oven. So they ate khichdi for 32 years, day and night, and did the cleaning in the ashram, mopping the floor. Then after that, Brahma one day saw them and he says, so why are you here? So finally these people who were every day, they were hoping that he will ask us now, very patiently. They did not complain. They did not run away, thinking that this guy is just exploiting us. Now you'll think that this fellow is just exploiting us, making us clean the pots and not giving us good food. So then Brahma says, what do you want? So he says, well, we want to learn that thing by knowing which we will know everything. He says, oh, no problem. I will take that. So he says, you come with me. So he took both of them, and there was a swimming pool nearby. Brahma had a nice swimming pool, clean water. So he says, you look into this. So they both looked. He says, what do you see? So he says, we see ourselves. He says, yes. He says, yes. He says, okay, now you go and dress yourself nicely. So they both went, they changed their dress, and they put on nice garments, helmet, ornaments, earrings, golden studded with diamonds, necklace, and carrying a nice stick in their hand, they came. So he says, now you see inside. So they looked. He says, what do you see? So he says, well, we see ourselves decorated. So he says, you saw yourself before, now you see yourself decorated. So who is decorated? So he says, it is we who are decorated. He says, okay, that is yourself. So they both were very happy. He says, know this self and then you know everything. Because if you know yourself, you know the whole world. And if you don't know yourself, you know nothing. Because the world is around you. And if you are the center, and if you don't know the center, what else you know? So they both were so happy that, wow, this was a short lesson. And they started going back to their respective places. So Indra, while he was going back, he says, there seems to be something wrong. If this self, because self is says to be immortal and no beginning, no end, and this body grows old, it changes, how this can be self? So he came back. And Brahma said, why have you come back? He says, well, I don't think that this is really myself. So he says, if you want to know, stay another 32 years. So he continued. But this Virochan, he went without any problems. He did not think. He says, okay, this is the self. We have to keep it happy, decorate. And he went back and he told to everybody. He says, look guys, come here. I have to do service 32 years, but I got the knowledge and I will give it free to all of you. So he told everybody that this body is the self. And keep this happy, bas. So then everybody was after keeping the body happy. And that is what is called Asura. Asura is not some people having horns on the head, but those who are only interested in keeping the body happy and don't know anything beyond that. That is called Asura. This is the modern day society. Modern day society only bothers about the physical body. And this is the only life to live. And we have to get the juice out in one life. And we have to make ourselves happy. And in the process, we destroy everything. We destroy the oceans, we destroy the air, we destroy the earth, mining, whatever. Because we have to enjoy as much as we can. So that is called Daitya. That is called Asura. So that's why Lord has to kill. Killing means that these people have to be changed. Their thinking has to be changed. Otherwise they will destroy, because this is the cause of destruction. The civilization is existing for thousands of years. Human beings have lived, I don't know how many, 40,000, 50,000 years. And there was no problem. But in the last 50 years, we have caused so much problem by our so-called advancement in technology. So we are becoming more and more asuric and depleting the resources of the earth. Our lifestyle has become such that every human being is creating so much pollution and garbage. So that is disturbing to earth, Jivadhan. This is what throws the earth into the Garbhodak ocean, and Lord has to come and uplift it. So dharma is to protect this. This is the meaning of that Lord Varaha. He is called as Yajna Purusha, means he is personification of sacrifice. So now there is no sacrifice. Nobody wants to sacrifice anything. Because if I have to sacrifice, then I have to curtail my enjoyment. Now everybody is trying to enjoy, but in the process we cause disturbance. Everybody has to live the life by following sacrifice. There are two ways to enjoy. One is that you enjoy your senses, and other is that you rise above the senses, above the physical body, and for that you have to do sacrifice. Then also you enjoy, and that enjoyment is superior and not causing disturbance to the environment. So that is the significance of Varaha lifting the earth and putting it in its original place, so that life can continue. And then he can sleep. He says Susupsuragre. So he can sleep peacefully when things are running peacefully, otherwise he is disturbed, because Vishnu is the maintainer. Brahma is the creator. Vishnu maintains and Shiva destroys. So Vishnu can sleep peacefully when there is maintenance done peacefully. But if there is a disturbance, then he cannot sleep peacefully. Then he has to come and bring balance in life. So this is the meaning that he killed the Daitya. And he was angry because this fellow was obstructing him. So when he did that, tadrakta pankankita gandatundo, then his snout and his neck was reddish in color from the blood of this demon. It's just like Gajendro Jagtim Vibindan. But sometimes elephant, they go and they throw mud on them, or the earth. They play with their head, and if the earth is in reddish color, then their body appears like that. So this is how he appeared at that time. So commentary says that tatrapi tadrisa samplava ambhasi iti rapi vishmaye datyam hiranyaksham jaghan. So tatrapi means even there. Usually you will not think that how can there be some demoniac person in such a place where nobody can reach, this Garbhodak ocean down somewhere. It was not expected that there will be some obstacle there or somebody will come. So that is another thing, that when you want to do some good work, then you can get obstacle even in the most unexpected place or in most unexpected manner. And whenever you plan to do some good work, usually there will be obstacles. If you want to do some illegal act, many people will come to cooperate with you. You want to do some good pious act, and people will oppose you. So he was lifting the earth, and there is no one, it was all empty space. Even there a demon came, Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha means he has golden eyes, or his eyes were on the gold. Hiranya is gold and Aksha means eye. His eyes were looking for gold. Gold signifies enjoyment. Gold means wealth, and wealth is for pleasure. So means why is he called Hiranyaksha? Because he is only after money. He has no other concern. I should get money, it doesn't matter how it comes. So one-pointed for making money, not seeing the welfare of others. In fact, if you have to make money even by destroying others, no problem. So he came there and he created an obstruction. Rundhanam. Rundhanam means to block. He came and stood in front of him. He says, what are you doing? Because earth is also called Vasundhara. Means that which has got a lot of wealth inside it. Because in earth there are gems, gold mines, so many things are there in earth. Also petrol, uranium. So all this is inside earth. So he wanted it. Like there's gold rush And people were fighting for that. In the West, in America, there was gold rush. So they were killing each other. So everybody was rushing. So this is called Hiranyaksha. Means running for the gold. So he came. Only thing is that he was trying to block the wrong person. Because he was so blind, only seeing gold, not seeing that there is also behind gold something else. If there is a snake, and there are some snakes which have gems on their hood, so you go to take the gem from the hood, the snake will bite you. You lose your life in the process. So this is what he was doing. That he did not see that this earth is on the tusk of Varahadev, who is going to finish him. He only wanted the earth, and he lost his life. So you should also see that if you want to achieve something, you should also see what are the unwanted outcomes which can happen from this. If we make nuclear bomb, then we should also see what bad can happen with this if we drop it. It's going to release so much of rays which will be harmful for a long period of time. So that should also be studied. Not that we only see the gold and we go for it, and behind the gold there is a snake which bites. So this is also Asuric mentality. That Asuric mentality means that they only see the benefit. They don't see the harm coming out as a side effect. They don't deliberate properly. So ultimately they have to suffer. So this material enjoyment is also like this. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yehi sansparsja bhoga dukhyone evate adyantavanta konteya nateshu ramte vada. That the sense pleasures which come from the contact of senses with the sense object, they turn into misery. In the beginning they are pleasure, but very soon they are the same which give you misery, suffering, either at the level of physical body or in the mind. Now you see what is happening to Tiger Woods. So this is a very good example. This was sansparsja bhoga. He enjoyed the sense contact. He enjoyed physical union with women. So that is contacting the sense. Pleasure came, and now that pleasure has turned into misery. His whole life is disturbed, and you don't know how long it will remain disturbed. His career is spoiled. He was a hero. He was considered like God by people. They had a church in his name, Tiger Wood Church, on the internet.
The worst thing is the kids that looked up to him.
And he had so many fans. So all that got spoiled. So this signifies the Asuric mentality. That how Asuric mentality will end up in suffering, in pain, in destruction. And God does not want that, therefore He wants to remove this mentality. He wants to clean this off, so that people learn lesson from this. And of course He wants to protect people from this. So this is the significance of this. Jaghana rundhanam asahya vikramam salilya ibham vigradivam. So elephant is lazy fellow and lion is very active. Tamal Neelam Sitadanta Kotya. There's a commentary on this. Hiranyaksham Jaghana Adi Daityam iti cha patha. In some books there's a difference of reading where it says that he is called Adi Daitya. Hiranyaksh is the original demon. Adi Daitya. Because what is the original demon? One whose eye is on gold. It's only after money. Nothing else. That is the demon. That is the source of demoniac quality. All these wars, battles, all these has happened in the world and all the politics which goes on. This is because of this Hiranyaksha mentality. Hiranyaksha is a mentality. So this is the original demoniac mentality. That's why he is called Adi Daitya. That we only want dollars no matter how it comes. If I can get it by killing somebody, stealing from somewhere, cheating, all this various means. Kidrisham gadayasa hai apatantam. And this mentality is very powerful. It's not that asuras are weak. They are very strong. They are more strong than religious people. They are more strong. Because religious people, they want to be peaceful, harmless, don't trouble anybody. They are spending time reciting prayers. These people don't have to do that. And they all unite. So he has the club. His weapon is club. Club means many people, right? Club does not only mean this weapon club. It also means people coming together, going to club. So club is the weapon. That's where all the power comes together. So sunabhena chakrena sandipitah mai vartmanepi tvam pratyam gadam uchchidati iti uddipti krito mannu yasasa. So here this word is there, sunabha sandipita tivra manyu, can be translated in different senses. It says that Lord's weapon is disc, and disc saw the club coming towards the Lord. Then he says, oh, when I am present, how can this club come like this? So disc became angry. And that is the meaning of Sunab Sandipita Tivra Manyu. Rundhanam Rodhum Chatur Dikshu Brahmantam Ghanantam Sri Varaham Upmite. So he is applying the meaning in a different manner, that he was trying to cover the Lord so that he is not hurt by the club. Gajendra Strikuta Parvatastha Singha Sarvadinam api Hanta. So here the word for elephant is Gajendra, which means king of elephant. And this he refers to one story which comes in Bhagavatam, that there was a very big elephant on Trikuta mountain, and he is so powerful that he can kill even lions. And in Puranas there is a description of one animal which is not to be seen now. Maybe it existed some time back. That animal is called Sarabha. And this Sarabha was so powerful that Sarabha was able to kill a lion. Lion is supposed to be the king of the animals and most powerful. But Sarabha was more powerful than him. And this Gajendra elephant was so powerful that he was able to kill Sarabha. So now here it is said that Lord, he killed him. Now he appeared like this Gajendra, beautiful, after killing him. So Jagatim Tatratyam Prithvim Kridya Vidariyan Garikaya Arun Gandatundo Bhavati Tatha. Because this elephant who is living on Trikuta mountain, he plays with the mountain, and this mountain is reddish in color, then this thing falls on his neck and he appears beautiful. So this is how Varaha appeared with that blood stains on his body. It's comparing with that. Jagati Jagati Chando Visheshe api Kshitau api iti amara. The word Jagati refers to a particular chand, a meter is also called Jagati. In the Vedas there are 7 meters, one of them is Jagati. Jagati also means earth. So that's what he's bringing the meaning here, that here it means earth. So then he uplifted the earth and he brought it up. So it says Tamal Neelam Sitadanta Kotya Chamam Utskipantam Gajalilayanga Pragyaya Bandhanjalayo Nuvakai Virinchi Mukhya Uputastus Visham. So at that time Lord, he came up and he has this white tusk on which he was lifting the earth, and his color was like the tamal tree. There is one type of tree which grows in this area, tamal tree. It is blackish in color. It's very specific only to this area. So he appeared, or his bodily color was like that, and he was lifting the earth. Gaj Leelaya, just like an elephant lifts a lotus. Sometimes elephant, they go to the pond and their lotuses, they uproot the lotus flower in their trunk. Means effortlessly. It was no problem for him to uplift the earth. And Pragyaya Bandhanjalayo Nuvakai Virinchi Mukhya Tastu Risham. So at that time all the sages who understood that he is Lord and he is uplifting the earth, then they folded their hands and they recited prayers to him, which were like the Vedic mantras, being headed by Brahma. So standing there, they are praying to him. So this is how the earth was uplifted by Varahadev from the ocean waters. And now there will be prayers. There is commentary on this verse which talks about two Varahas. We will read that tomorrow. It's basically slokas from Brihad Bhagavatam, this Laghu Bhagavatamrita. So if there is any question.
Earlier in the beginning of the class, you quoted this, there is this shloka in the commentary, Patala Muleshwara Bhoga, and he said that stands for
What
this.
is he translated?
May the Lord, to whom there is no equal, who held the earth, placing it in his hoofs, which destroyed the happiness of the ruler at the bottom of Patala, increase my auspiciousness.
Destroy.
Which destroys
Destroys what?
the happiness of the ruler at the bottom of Patala. May the Lord, to whom there is no equal, who held the earth, placing it in his hoofs, which destroyed the happiness of the ruler at the bottom of Patala, increase my auspiciousness.
And what about the feet? Who held the earth on feet?
Well, who held the earth, placing it in his hoofs.
Rather than his tusk, I think.
That's what this translation says.
Yeah, but it's not saying like that. Padav vinyasya Let me see.
I guess he imagined Varaha, that's why he said hoofs instead of feet.
You see, now this Pada is a second case. Now if he placed in the feet, it should be Padayo. Because Paday, Padayo, Padeshu, right? And he has 2 feet. If he's holding, unless you say he was holding in all 4, but I think he's holding in 2, then it should be Padayo. And he says, but here in the verse it says Padav. So that translation has a problem. I don't know how he has translated. Because the word here is Patala Muleshwara Bhoga Sanghata. This is the word which is problematic.
Yeah, you said that refers to snake.
Because I am trying to, you see, he is relating it with the statement before. I am trying to relate it with the statement before, because in the statement before he said, Ataladinam saptanam eva bhuvivratvena prithvitvat rasatale tasya sthiti asambhavat. He says that this atal, vital, sutal, talatal, patal, these are bhuvivara, they are the holes within the earth. And therefore it is not possible that earth could fall into rasatal. And after that he quotes this verse like a support, because he is giving the meaning of rasatal as Garbhoda Kosha. Now if you say that he destroyed the, what is the translation?
He which destroyed the happiness of the ruler at the bottom of Patala.
So I don't know how this relates with what is said before. Unless he explains it, unless he gives some footnote or something. Because this word samhata can means destroy, hata. It can also mean, samhat means together. So I am taking that meaning that his feet were there. And then if he say that padav sanyasya, that putting the feet there, because padav is in the subjective case. And if he has to make this locative case, then it should be padayo, that holding the earth within his hoof, then it has to be locative case. But then it should be padayo. So that is problematic, because it says pada. Because prithvim cha bibhrata, there is no problem with that. Padav, that putting his feet, patal muleswar bhoga, who is at the patal mula, and his body, and putting the feet there, he is holding the earth. It can come meaning. But if he is bringing meaning like that, then I don't know how pada will be translated. And why he has to destroy the enjoyment of patal muleswar. I mean, in what sense did he destroy?
I don't know. Mystifies me.
Yeah, so I don't know how he got that. I mean, meaning you can bring, but it also should match what is being said. So if you say the snake, that means idea is that it is below, and that's where the snake is.
But that snake does not refer to Shesha.
No, either one, that means it is below. And that's what he is trying to say. That Rasatal is inside and he is lifting it from below.
So then to draw the picture again, so he was with his hoofs, he was standing at the very bottom
Yeah.
And with the tusk he was like holding it
Up.
on top of the surface of the ocean.
Yeah. Something like that.
That means a really huge form, isn't it?
Or at least wherever was Sesha was there, his feet were there. Sesha is on the water on top and he's there and then he's up in the water.
Doesn't seem like it'd make any sense.
So,
for him to
Patala Muleshwara,
take it away.
Bhoga Sanghatau, Padav.
So the entire picturing has to be taken poetically.
Yeah, obviously it is not exactly
Not,
the way to describe.
Literally.
Graphically, geographically.
Because that translation which you gave, Prithvim cha bibhrata, and this cha also has no meaning then. If you translate it like this, that his feet touching there and also holding the earth, then cha has a meaning. Otherwise, destroying this and vinyasa, cha doesn't fit there.
Yeah, I was just wondering about this destroying of the happiness because
I don't know. You can only think of this because bhoga means enjoyment. Bhoga, snake body is also called bhoga.
so coming back to this poetic aspect, or how would you say, analogical aspect of seeing Hiranyaksha as a demoniac, asuric mentality, or embodiment of asuric mentality. That is like a principle or a clue to look at all the asuras described in the Bhagavatam.
Yeah, because this is the Adi. So everybody else is his follower. That is the asuric mentality.
So it has to be understood on different levels, like a somewhat mystical, historical level, and then a poetical description, as well as a...
Yeah, because this description is ultimately to teach us something. It is not just to tell a story. But what is the principle behind it? That is to be understood. Otherwise, just trying to trace it historically has no meaning. It's not a book for history.
But it is also a meditation. For the Bhakta, it is primarily a meditation on Vishnu.
Yes.
And then you would say, like, for the general audience, it is a teaching.
Yeah, because this is a teaching, this is a meditation. You can also write poetry about it, you can enact it, you can make movies. So everything is possible in this.
Nice place.
Right. Anything else?
Tomorrow is 10 o'clock class, yes?
Yes.
What is the adhikari that one has to have to attend this course?
You have to hear